everyone, and welcome back to Fred Tam's Facebook Live. And I am Cherry, who will be your host for today. Okay, before we start, I just want to check if our audience can hear and see us. If yes, please type it out in the comment section below. Yes, we can hear you. And let me check first who are watching. Hi, Iqbal. Hi, everyone. Hi, Mary. Please type it out if you can hear us. Can hear you, Cherry. Okay, thank you, Iqbal. Okay, hi to our 30 viewers. Hi, Mary. Okay, please like and share this FB Live to your friends also so that they can join and benefit from this talk as well. Okay, all right. So for our FB Live today, we will be discussing on market outlook and stocks to watch featuring Mr. Fred Tam and Mr. Afnan. So for those who are new to our live, let me introduce both of our speakers first. Our first speaker is Mr. Fred Tam, our CEO and the founder of F1 Academy of Technical Analysis, and also the author of one of the best-selling book, the Chart Pattern Analysis book. Okay, and meanwhile, for our second speaker, okay, our next speaker wanted me to let you all know that he is single. Okay, Mr. Afnan, our senior analyst, and he has been trading since his university days with years of trading experiences. Okay, so if you guys have any questions regarding our topic, please type them out at the comment section, and both our speakers will address them throughout the live session. Okay, so let's not waste any more time. I know you are all excited and can wait to gain more information. So without further ado, let's start our market outlook and stocks to watch talk with Mr. Fred Tam and Mr. Afnan.
Okay, let me adjust my seat for a while. Wow, what an introduction.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cherry.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. How are you all doing? How was your long weekend? Do you guys mind sharing what you guys did during the weekend? As for me, normal weekend. Besides getting a haircut.
Yeah. Type on the chat box. What did you do over the past weekend?
Yes, let us know what you guys did during the weekend in the comment section below. Okay, so
Someone went to the hot springs.
Alright.
Had a good time.
I spent more time with my families. Right. After showing them my haircut like this,
Oh, you look good, yeah. Afnan.
but
With
they
a short
didn't
cut like that.
they didn't realize.
It's a crew cut, you know, something like that, you know, like
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
It's more comfortable, right, to do sports and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so my
How's your taekwondo getting on?
taekwondo's
good.
going fine.
Yeah,
Right,
good,
just slowly getting back to it.
I
So
heard you're going to train, and I heard you're going to train some guys, you know, to fight, you know, like in MMA. And
still we have a long way to go.
Yeah, long way to go.
Yeah,
Huh?
but yeah, what about you, Mr. Fred? Anything interesting happened during the weekend?
Very quiet, weekend. It was a long weekend, isn't it? You know, so you know, Saturday night, I decided to take a drive, like at night around the KL town, just to see how it's like in KL in the night. And I'm pleasantly surprised. You know, it's quiet, serene, but peaceful. Peaceful. So me and a friend went to Mama's stall and chit-chat until 2 o'clock in the morning and came back.
Wow.
Stock market, you know, about how when the stock market is going to go up and that kind of stuff, you know. And a lot to chit-chat about when it comes to that. Yes, and there is some good news too that I'd like to share with you, Afnan. You know, our students, they, of the 25th intake, they managed to come up with some very good results in the recent STA exam, the Society of Technical Analysts exams. Yeah. Now, how many of them? There were 14 of them actually who took the exams. Right? Out of 14, 7 distinctions. when it comes to paper one, and representing 93% of passes, right? And for paper two, there was 72% passes, right? And there were two distinctions, and 2 out of 3 in this world, came from our school. That's marvelous. That's awesome, and that's what I wanted to share with every one of us, and like to congratulate them all as well for their fantastic performance. And here are the 10. Firstly, the two who scored distinctions in paper one, paper two. Not easy. 2 out of 3 in this world. And they are Jody Wong. Jody Wong is from Sabah. Hi, Judy, and congratulations and well done for exceptional performance. And also, next to Jody, you can see the picture of Mr. Neo, T.G. Neo, and he also scored distinctions in both papers.
Great.
Clap, 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 clap. And the rest of the 10, they passed the STA exams. And by the way, it's a tough exam, tell you. So that's the fantastic news. Here you go. These are the official results of the STA exams that has been posted by the STA, Society of Technical Analysts. And you can see up close, out of 3 distinctions in the world, we got 2, which is awesome. What more can I say?
Yeah, it must have been tough because in the whole world, only 3 got distinction. 2 are from our school. The rest are they just passes.
Yes.
So the exam must have been really, really tough. I've been through it, so I know.
Yes, I was going to say that you are also a full member of the Society of Technical Analysts, and it's no small feat to be able to attain that. Yes.
All right. Oh, just a few response from the audience. Some say they went shopping. All right, relaxing during the weekend. I think everyone was just pretty much
shopping, yeah.
Doing relaxed things this time. Okay, so yes, that's very interesting news that you received and share with us. So shall we move on?
Yeah, but let's move on.
Okay, guys. So as usual, I have to read out to you this disclaimer.
Right.
This talk is for information and educational purposes only and should not be construed as a solicitation to buy or sell any of the stocks mentioned herein. The speakers or staff may have positions in some of these stocks. Okay, so the talk content for today, we'll go through the market outlook and then stocks to watch, and then a brief information about the TAD system, and then we're gonna take a look at the turtle screener, how it works, and we're gonna demonstrate it to you, and then we'll look at the stocks from this screener together. Okay, so as of 12:30 p.m. today, gainers were 374, losers 606, and KLCI is currently down by 7.04 points. And the turnover right now is still less than a billion.
Yeah.
So it's, well, what can I say? Pretty soft.
It's pretty soft, no doubt about that, Yeah.
All right. So after looking at the the market performance just for today, this is the second day that's reacted after what happened in the politics.
Yes.
So what's your outlook for for the upcoming days?
Week. Let's to do that, let's take a look at the CI. CI, then we'll know where we're going. Last Wednesday, it was what? It rebounded, actually to 138, 1428 from 1382. It went down to a low that momentarily went below the last time's low was 1408. And from 1384 or 128382 or 84, it bounced back up to 1428. And then what happened? There was this announcement of the dissolution of parliament by the king, and that was was it Sunday or what? Then Monday we had a holiday. So we came back on Tuesday and we got a gap down. And so there was a bearish flag already on the weekend. But then when we come back on a Tuesday, right, it gapped down. And currently it is trending below that gap and below that low. In fact, it already closed at a 2.5-year low yesterday's closing. Yesterday's closing was already 1.5 or 2.5 years low. The last low was on 13th of May 2020. So if you just think back, imagine that, we haven't been that bad since 13th of May 2030. And no wonder there isn't any stocks to look at, many stocks to play. And those stocks that we have been monitoring, for example, the IPO stocks, right? After we take a look at them, okay, we were touting about it. In fact, they went against the downtrend. The whole market was in a downtrend. The IPOs were in an uptrend. Are they anymore? Not anymore. So they're all affected now, besides the inflation and the Federal Reserve and all that, is by our own political uncertainty. And markets don't like uncertainty. So that's why many of the players, they sell off. And so we got the gap down. So this gap actually up none. You tell me more about gaps, but and later on, look, gaps are, it's not a good sign. It shows some, people, some panics, selling, and then they just throw it down. And that's where we are right now. Okay, so that's the CI, which at the moment, therefore, is a SA, I would say. What is an SA? Stay aside, Okay, so there are times when, the tide is a high tide. There are times when the tide is the low tide, which is where we are now. And if the tide is low, try not to force yourself to go and try to take revenge and still go into the market and hope against hope and bang here, bang there. And you cannot bang by the market instead. So revenge trading. So SA is the wisest thing to do under the circumstance, right? But if you ask me later on, if there are still one or two stocks to pick, honestly, if you still want to pick, okay, we have a technique for picking that. How to pick uptrend stocks in a downtrend. The whole market is in a downtrend. Actually, should we stay aside? But we still want to play one or two stocks. There are one or two stocks. What are they? The TAT system, we will, Afnan will explain to you how it works and how to use the scanner. And we scan that and we maybe can get one or two. Political stocks will be now maybe invoked. They'll be maybe sought after. What is it? We don't know. Later on, we know. So let's move on to the FBM, the mid and small cap index, and how the performance of that is. All right. Because many of us are not in that. So what about the mid and small cap? Well, if you take a look at the mid and small cap here, it might be a little bit too tiny, right? But this is what is happening. It is not, in short, it is not as bearish as the CI. Why do I say so? It's because it, even up to yesterday, right, it did not go below the 15th of July close, which is 16,249. Yesterday it was still higher a little bit. So there was a possible double bottom, right? But not anymore. Not after what happened this morning. It's closed below this 16,249, right? And so it's breaking down into a bear flag breakdown, but without the gap that we saw in the CI. But nonetheless, it is still bearish. So normally bearish flags, right? It is a continuation pattern, and it is a short-term continuation pattern. That means this breakdown after 4 days of sideways, come on, it's something like that of behaving that of a flag. So we will call it a flag breakdown for the moment. So where's the target for the flag breakdown? Normally it's a 1-to-1, X is to X. And if you use the fact is to X target, the target 1 is 371, target 2 is 14604, and the third target is 13363. Now I forgot to mention just now, we flip back to the KLCI, the target, and this is quite scary. I don't want to scare away, but these are technicals. While we are measuring based on the 1:1. And X is to X, we'll put it at 1,321, right? X to X. A Y is to Y measurement, and you can see there the X is the left-hand side, the middle kind of a Y is to Y. We'll put the second target at 1,321 as well. So there is actually some price confluence there, cluster there. So 1,321 is the second target, which is slightly, and further away target is, I mean, the worst scenario target would be 1,242. Oh yeah, I hope it just doesn't happen. This is just getting too extreme, but that's just a measurement. It may or may not come through, right? Based on Fibonacci, right? So the Z is to Z on the right-hand side, okay, using another way of measurement, also comes round to 1,321. So all three X, Y, Z way of measurement has some price confluence at 1,321. So for us, for me, until then, we could see new lows. That is in short, or in long. My outlook is quite a bit lengthy this time.
All right. Maybe I'll put it in a summary. So basically, market based on the KLCI and FBMM SCAP, they are weak, okay, because of if you look at technicals, okay, KLCI is potentially making lower low. It has indeed make a new low. FBMM SCAP is just slightly better. All right. So we have to see how it closes today, whether it's a strong break of the support or not. Okay. But then again, when these two indices are bearish, it just gives us some ideas or pictures of how the market is generally doing. But to know whether or not there are actually stocks that are going against this direction, which means up, this is when we have to look at the price charts of individual stocks. So I think what you're trying to say here is in a market where sentiment is that poor, like right now, we can still pick good stocks, but we have to be selective. Isn't that right?
Yes, selective. And we have a technique of picking those stocks, and it is TAD. What does it stand for? Total Atom and DAX. Okay. And I discovered this system in 2017. And I have been using it since and share it among our members, and they quite like it. Yeah. So how does it work? Maybe I'll leave it to you to, or you want me to? Yeah, to say it. Yeah. So how does it work? Is that now? A bullish signal would mean that one has to look for 3 arrows pointing up. So if you're thinking of an up, want to go to purchase something, then you must ensure that the 3 arrows are pointing up. Then that will be a technical buy. And on the other hand, you would want to stay out of a stock with those stocks that are having 3 arrows pointing down, and that is a technical sell. So in short, actually, that is how the TAD system works, simple side of it. So let me give you some examples. Right now, or rather, for the last couple of weeks, we have been touting, or we have been discussing about are stocks that are actually going against the downtrend, and that is the uptrend. And these are the IPO stocks. Am I right?
Most of them.
Here are these are the most of them are the IPO stocks, and and if you look at this diagram or this chart, okay, you can see that the TADs is for the CI and the Dow and the mid and small cap. Actually, there are no signals at all. You stay aside, stay aside, stay aside. So we should be staying aside. But if at all you still want to pick one or two stocks that are bucking the downtrend, then you can do a scan. And this is the result of the scan. This was done last week, not this week. This is not current. And last week, we don't have very much, in fact, the stocks that are in the uptrend, except for a couple. That was SFP Tech, Synergen, Infotech, and Pekka. That was then. But what about now? So we can use the TED, and so now, okay, basically we have got to pull out a chart.
Yeah.
So afterwards we will pull out a chart, and then from there you can see whether these stocks are still in a buy position or not buy position.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Okay, so in this kind of thing, there's many techniques to use, right? So for us, we use TAD, Turtle Atom Duck. So I shall explain first how TAD works. Yeah.
Yes.
So TAD stands for Turtle Atom Duck. Okay, but why did we choose these indicators? Why turtle? All right. So if you look at the top 5 traders here, right? There are 10. These are the first 4, right? The first one here is Richard Dennis. So he traded commodities using this system called Turtle Trading System. So TAD is actually based on Turtle. It's just that Mr. Fred added 2 more indicators to fine-tune the accuracy. So just a brief explanation on how the Turtle works. Okay, so Turtle was discovered by Richard Dennis, which is actually a modified version of another indicator called Donchian Channel, discovered by Richard Donchian. Okay, so the modification here is just the parameters. So for Turtle, the rule is you buy when price exceeds the highest high of the last 20 days, and you sell or you short when price exceeds the lowest low of the last 10 days. So that is just the Turtle rule. So if you turn it on your charting platform, you'll see all these moving lines. Those are the Turtle support and resistance. All right. So trading commodities, Richard Dennis made this much just using the Turtle trading system. Okay. So what about TAD? So TAD, other than Turtle, there's 2 more indicators called Duck and Atom. So the basic idea is we want to have 3 green arrows, like what Mr. Fred said just now. So if there's 1 arrow here, another arrow here, we need another arrow in the Turtle indicator. If we have another one in the same indicator, this doesn't count. If it's like this, then yes, it counts. Now, those who know your technical analysis, breakouts, good ones, they should be with good volume and firm candles. For an example, this is okay. This is also okay. But what if you have technically you have a breakout here, but it's with a long upper shadow, which means it's weak, or at one point a lot of sellers came in to push the price down. Okay, so if we combine this and use it on a real chart, I'll show you a classical example here on Karamin. So up here is the Turtle, down here is the Atom, and last one here is the Duck. So what we want here is 3 green arrows that we said before. So when you have that, if you were to just follow the signal as it is, the buy signal will be here on 29th of November 2018. And then you just wait for the 3 red arrows. Okay, so I see one here, another one here, but there's none in the Duck. So this one is still safe. Until this day, on the 6th of May 2019. So if you were to put 10,000 ringgit in this stock, okay, you would make 180% or 18,000 ringgit in 5.3 months. Then what do you do after you're out? Well, you wait for a new signal to re-enter. So another example, this is a more recent one. So here we have Chin Hin. Again, we follow the 3 green arrows. Once there's a signal, okay, assuming we enter on at the closing price, okay. So there are a few ways to take profit. If you want to use Fibonacci projection, all right, your target would be here and it's hit within 15 days, a 43% return or 4.3K with 10,000 ringgit capital. But if you're to continue to hold, all right, on the 27th of September, okay, your unrealized gain would be this much, around 57% in 69 days. So from here, you would know that the TD system, you can actually use it to swing trade or do position trading, all right? So if you hold longer, it's position trading. You hold shorter, you set at a target, whether it's chart patterns or based on Fibonacci, it can be swing trading. So it's up to you, and that's how the TAD system work. So how does that sound? Cool?
Yeah, just to be clear, these are past examples. We show 3 arrows pointing up. But at the moment, the list of 12 stocks that I mentioned just now, they don't have all 3 arrows pointing up. Therefore, they are not currently triggering technical buys. We just want that to be clear. Otherwise, you would have thought, oh, that list is still valid. No. That's a past example.
Yes.
You need 3 arrows pointing up before you enter the market, right? And 3 arrows pointing down to exit. Now, many of them have already exited and SA, just to be clear.
Yeah, right. That's another thing also. When a stock is bullish or uptrending, you cannot simply enter. You must know when to go in and when to go out. There are techniques for that. And if we look at the charts later, I will see how it is doing today. If they're indeed down, what's important is before that we have made money, right? So that buy and sell, it's really up to us what techniques we use. Okay, so now I think we've explained what is TAD. Now we can look at the turtle screener and also the real charts. Okay, so let me take a look at the SI station. Hold on, yeah. All right, so I hope you guys can see my charting platform, SI station. So for the 12 stocks that we mentioned, let's go through one by one first. Okay, we'll cover just some stocks and then we'll move on to the screener and we see what's happening today. Okay, so the 12 stocks just now, we'll go through in alphabetical order. All right, so for this, ACMO, okay.
They're already out.
So the red, 3 green arrows. Next.
So it's no longer in an uptrend. Remember, we only buy uptrend stocks. And in this example, you can see the arrows are coming down. All right. So 3 arrows, therefore, SA.
Right.
What about this? Sangile.
Same thing. Same thing. Okay.
So it was once good. If you could draw a trend line also, we could use trend lines to help us to define the trend. And connecting low to low, for example, you see how they break, how the trend lines have broken. And there's even a sharper one, and you would have got out even earlier there if you had used chart patterns, trend line analysis, right? Well, in your example, the way you draw it, there is a sell signal right at the trend line. So that's exactly where it is based on that as well. And right now we are SA for Sangile.
Okay, so next we look at Synergen. All right, let me clear the drawings. So for Synergen,
Mm,
almost there, right?
almost there.
One red arrow here, another
Mm.
one here. This
Yeah.
one pending, it's very close.
Mhm. No buying at all. No technical buy.
Hmm.
Mm. So
In fact, most of these stocks, when they triggered the 3 green arrows, it was some time ago. So as traders, we'd have entered way earlier and got up some
oh
time
yeah.
before
If
today.
you can show where we entered Coraza based on the 3 arrows, it's
Okay.
over here at 60 cents.
And combined with the chart pattern just now,
Yeah.
if I
And
can
you
just
can
show that
say the
again.
same for FP Tech. Oh yeah, Coraza.
So that was on the 29th of July. Okay, when the first 3 green arrows are
Right.
appeared.
Right, we caught it beautifully, and that's even when the Dow was coming tumbling down. TAD was breaking out on the upside, and our other stocks are also down. So you can see that basically there are still some uptrending stocks in a downtrend market. Right now, not anymore. So it's just SA because the tide is really low.
All right. So next.
Yeah.
Okay, this one, nothing much going on. It is still new.
Yes.
Okay. So moving on.
Yep, Infotech, we are out already. Okay.
Infotech, red, and red. Okay.
It's uptrend line broken. Beautiful first indication of a sell signal is when the uptrend line is broken. A second indication of a sell signal is when the support, horizontal support, is broken, and that coincided with the turtle breakdown. So beautiful.
Okay. Next, LGMS. This was a hot stock once.
It was, yes.
All right. So let's see how it's doing now. Okay, let me clear all the old drawings. But this one too has
also.
Yep.
So
red arrows.
So the TAD really can give you the timing of entry and the timing of exit.
For swing trading and position trading. Or Gambio next. Okay. I
Also
remember this stock very well because it was, I think it was the only IPO stocks that unfolded a beautiful double bottom breakout with a gap up over here.
And it get back down. That's how technical this stock is, really. How scary it can be as well. Because after going through the roof, you don't expect it to come tumbling down so sharply so soon, and it did. That's a bear flag breakdown.
Yeah,
and it would have triggered a turtle there.
All right, but another cool thing about this is that it behaved as what a chart pattern analyst would want to look at. For example, there's a double bottom breakout. So if there's a double bottom, I think we all know how to measure the target, right? We just
one to one.
We just take the height here, project it upward over here, and it did hit. So with targeting, it will be clearer to you when to take profit when you are right. So you don't have to worry so much. Oh, should I take profit now or later or when? Okay, because it's clear. So although it went down, it has already done its job, hitting the target here.
And the thing about one thing, one observation is that this stock is actually climbing up Mount Everest, which is very sharp. So it is in a parabolic kind of a fashion. And so if it goes up very quick, it comes down very quick as well. So under this circumstance, one need to apply a fast indicator to be able to match the kind of speed that it went up and that is coming down. And that is faster turn. That's how the original turtle system do not also have this fast turtle. And that was a discovery that I made while doing my research in MPhil, in MMU. And where the fast turtle would get you out sooner than the ordinary turtle. The normal turtle will get you here, but then the fast turtle, if Abnan, you could show us this is how you trigger the fast turtle. The fast turtle will get you out a couple of bars sooner. In fact, 6 bars sooner, right? Earlier. And that's how beautiful the fast turtle scanner is. But it is only to be used under certain circumstances, and that is in fast market action and not normal market action.
Yes, it's like driving a car. So just because it's
Genting.
just because it's auto, right, doesn't mean you don't have to know how to drive a car. You still have to know when to manually. If you're going uphill, very steep, you don't put it on D gear. You have to move it to
3, 2, 1, right?
Yes, lower gear.
Yes.
So just like this, on most cases you use the normal turtle or gear 4.
Gear 4.
When you come across a steep hill or a sharp climb like this, switch gear.
Like climbing up Genting, for example. Right? You don't go climb up Genting with the 4th gear. you got to climb up with second or first. This is the meaning of fast turtle. It's 2 bars or 1 bar.
That's why knowledge is very important, no matter what system you learn and use.
Yeah.
Okay, so we finished off with the list here. For Becca, let's see. All right, this is not IPO, but it was under our radar for a while.
Also a very timely purchase, technical buy,
Yes.
On the 27th of July. And that's it, we are out now. So you see, things have changed since then, and the election or the dissolution of the parliament just exacerbate the speed of the decline as well.
All right, SFP Tech.
Yeah, this is another one.
This one,
see, look at that.
Still there.
2 out of 3.
Yes.
But if you are a conservative investor, you would have already reduced positions, okay? Otherwise, you just wait for one more arrow and to exit. And that is also around the 50 moving average, the blue color line there.
Okay. So next, SNS. Let's take a look at this. Okay, clear drawing. All right. Okay, 2 arrows. And there's not enough price data for the duck. So just using 2 indicators is enough. So SNS is also weak. Then UMC. All right. That's
again no more.
All right. And then unique. Also
not enough data.
Yeah. But from the 2 indicators, turtle and atom, all right, we know red arrows. So if you have a system like this, you just need a few seconds of glance to know whether you can just skip this chart or spend more time on it. It makes your analysis and trading easier.
Yes.
Okay. So, what about the political stocks? I think I did scan.
Not many there.
Yeah.
There are 1 or 2.
Yeah,
maybe we can take a look.
Yeah, like MyEG.
MyEG.
Okay, so MyEG, it was green since what date was this? 6th of September. Okay.
Yeah, it's climbing. It's making a higher high, higher low.
Yes.
It's above the moving averages. Volume has propped up,
Okay, so it's quite
that's
steady.
Monitor this.
All right. And then for next one, also media. For media today, all right, it is breaking out above the turtle resistance. So for today, the turtle resistance is at 46.5 cents. So meaning any close above this level will be a TAD breakout. Okay, because atom and duck was already triggered yesterday, right? Only the turtle is left, but we have to see how it closes. But media also.
This is a nice W pattern for being formed.
Yes.
And the pivot there at 50 cents, that will be further confirmation of buying interest. Is if it closes above 50. So 50 is something to look for. Something of a double bottom here.
Yes. So media. So based on turtle, okay, it has to close above 46.5 cents. But for double bottom chart pattern, it has to be above
50 cents.
Okay, around 50 cents, right?
Yeah.
So all right, that's for media. I think there's
Star?
one more. Oh,
Star.
Artronic first, then Star.
Okay.
Okay. So Artronic. Okay, the movement's quite minimal, but still
Very nice
but
rounding bottom.
computerly there is 3 green arrows
Yeah,
here.
yeah, and there's breakout of small ascending triangle there on nice volume. So yeah, look at monitor this stock, Artronic.
All right. So all right, slow and steady. This one. Just now the stock you were mentioning.
Star.
Star. Is this the
The
star?
media.
The media,
Yeah,
right?
the media.
Okay, Star.
A bit choppy, still on the downtrend really.
Yes, but when it's choppy, technical analysts like us,
we stay out.
we don't touch.
So yeah. So you see, with TAD, you can know which of the political stocks are actually in vogue right now, are being played up, Okay. So no need to be check here and check there and look for this and that.
It saves you time. You don't have to keep drawing. Open one chart, draw trend line. Open one chart, draw trend line. This one you can just open chart, see got arrows or not. If 3 red arrows, we just skip. But if there are 3 green arrows, okay, spend more time on it. All right. Now I think we can demonstrate to them the screener.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So here it is. Usually it takes it also depends on your laptop how strong it is. Currently I'm running a few things, so it might take up to a minute.
No, less than that.
Or less, okay. And also Wi-Fi speed.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing that I like about this is imagine let's say you are used to trading, but you trade US stocks, right? And then you suddenly want to come into Malaysian stocks, but you're not used to the stocks here, and then there are more than 1,000 counters.
You don't know which stock to look at.
So you have to find a way to narrow down your selection to save you time. So some people they follow a group, all right, then they do their own analysis. The groups will just give them some ideas what stocks to look at. Or if you have the screener, you can just scan for the turtle breakup using this screener. And from there it's a DIY. You do it yourself.
So after, where do they get the screener if they want to have the screener? Let's say, which software company does it do that you can subscribe to?
Okay. Well, first of all, this is Shared Investor Station. It's actually based in Singapore, right? We don't own this, but we have a joint venture with them to have our system to be inside their platform. Okay, and that is the TAD system and the Fast Turtle, and also the screener. It's a special privilege, I would say. So if you want to have the screener and the TAD system, you have to go through us directly. This is exclusively only from us.
Yeah. But if they join the 3 days course, the screener will also be thrown in.
Yes.
Is that right? This is normally it isn't. Normally you have to subscribe to the screener. It costs you about 1,000 ringgit. But now I don't know. There's some promotion going on. I heard that you can just come to the 3 days course and get the screener for free. Wow.
All right.
Okay, so go for it, guys. So what about this 3 days course, you might ask? I think Afnan is going to explain to you a bit later.
Yeah. Well, it's taking a while.
Oh, it's taking. Yeah.
I expected this because I'm running a lot of programs in the background.
Okay. Then we can move to another topic.
But
first,
yes, meanwhile,
while
waiting, all right, if my laptop can take it, we can look at yesterday's turtle, the screener result. So this is what I picked up, all right, from last night's scan. So out of all this, there are so many names I'm not familiar with, probably because I didn't touch them. But one tech here, okay, I'm familiar with that. So yesterday, you see, there was a turtle breakout from this green arrow. Okay, so that's why when I scanned it yesterday, it appeared. All right, despite triggering a turtle breakup yesterday, TAD was actually slightly earlier over here on the 3rd of October. Okay, so technically that's the bullish signal based on TAD, but right now it's still slowly climbing. But unlike most of the other stocks, it didn't go down straight down, right? So it's still trying to fight off all the bears.
Yeah. This is what we mean by you're trying to find a needle in the haystack. You still can find that needle if you have the right instrument. And the TAD is the instrument if you still want, to be picking some stocks, But for the general, most of them is SA. But if you really want to look for some stocks to go in to buy, okay, that are bullish, these are the stocks, and they are about the only ones.
Okay, we're gonna look at a few more, right? If it doesn't show up, then I'll just finish off the list here. Okay, so if we look at this stock, okay, it's new, so there's nothing. All right, this is technically there was a breakout yesterday, but
This is a lovely stock.
Yeah, but you still have to be careful the candles a bit. Previously, it was illiquid. Only right now it's starting to form nicely with a nice volume.
It is a nice stock, no?
Okay, let me try rescan again.
Rescan.
Okay, moving on first. Our tech, we've gone through that. Cosmos.
It's a new listing.
Oh, it's just
a couple of days.
All right, so there's nothing much to look at.
Actually, you can use a 5-minute chart if you want to, but that's another story.
Yeah, another story.
Right. This looks
that.
good.
Yeah, but illiquid.
Yeah, it really is. Only 405 lots. You don't want to trade something like that.
Yep, and
another illiquid stock.
Illiquid.
When you have candles that are like that, like Great Wall of China, you don't want to trade it.
Okay, next con. Yeah, it's a bit illiquid as well. Okay, although there's technically 3 green arrows there.
But the volumes are quite artificial to me,
Yeah, this is when you need human intervention. Computers cannot do everything. You still need knowledge. Okay, just like using a GPS, you still need a driver. You still need someone to set
here's
your pace.
Another one paragraph. No, just no trade, no volume at all. You just got to pass it and move on. Keep moving on.
Right. Also nothing. Moving on. Moving on as well.
No. Also,
okay.
A lot of fake.
So if only this kind of stocks appeared yesterday, you know what it means? Market was really, really soft.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Finally. So let's see.
Here.
Usually, what we do is we arrange them from volume from highest to lowest. Right. So then from there we see which ones we can look at. But based on this, I think Star also is Pelican. I think we can take a look at it. Pelican. I also know. I think we saw this just now. Okay, I think the only thing that is quite nice here is media. Right? But still, media is also
when it's so hard for you to try to identify stocks to pick to buy, then that means to say the market is really no good. So so just go home instead of go fishing, and just stay home better. Yeah, stay home.
Okay.
Be less aggressive.
Yeah.
This is not the time to be aggressive.
Sometimes you get results like this. Yeah. But sometimes also in a weak market, you might be surprised. Why got a lot of breakouts, man? It can happen. So that's actually when you start to put those stocks on your watch list. Okay. Then you do your analysis, find your trading opportunities over there. Okay, so then we move on first, then we can continue with the Q&A. All right, so back to the slides just now. All right. So the things that we taught you, TAD system, a bit of Fibonacci and all. Okay, you guys can actually learn it from our upcoming 3 days course. Okay, it's on the 29th of October until 31st of October, Saturday to Monday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, so the price will be here 4,050. Speakers will be Mr. Fred and I myself. And what you will learn here, okay, are the following: trend analysis, chart pattern recognition, candlestick charting, the TAD indicators, the F1 fast turtle indicator, strategies, buy on breakout, and buy on dip, right? And then there's also money management. And then on Monday, when the market opens, there's a live trading session using the TAD system. From here also, you'll get get the benefits here. You get share investor station with our TD indicators, access to our TD website where you can learn a lot of things, Telegram group support, and our daily newsletter. So the daily newsletter, what it does is it's uploaded on the website daily every morning. Okay, it gives you a report of how the market performed in the previous day. Are there any stocks to monitor or watch based on our TD system? So if you don't have the screen also, this can help you narrow down your selection, okay, in the stock market. So here you can choose 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months.
Yeah, that means those who don't attend the 3 days course, they subscribe to the newsletter first. Yeah.
Yes. So from
just
there,
1 month. These are good for people who are busy on the go. No
yes.
time to look at the charts and all that.
Yeah.
You just got to read the newsletter and
read newsletter. Okay, make your own risk evaluation. Okay, look at the charts, do your own analysis. Okay, then you just
look for some stocks to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
That we have, for that next day, if there are some stock to watch, it will be listed there.
All right, and then the last thing here is our 3 months course. Okay, we are actually the top school in technical analysis in Malaysia. This is the PCFTA.
Yeah, hold on. So this is a very different course compared to the second. I mean, just to be clear, the second course is 3 days, and that is structured for people who want to make money, right? 3 days already, 2 days theory, 1 day practical, and you can virtually start to you know how to look at charts, you know what indicators to look at, you know what patterns to look at, that kind of thing, and TAD is there, all within 3 days. So that's fantastic speed for those who really want to make money. But this course, which is the 3 months course, which Afnan is going to explain to you, that we are the top school in technical analysis in Malaysia, is for those who want to make a career, out of technical analysis. You want to get go into a big broking firm, that kind of thing. You want to be an author, then you come for this kind of courses.
Yes. So I myself, I've taken this PCFTA course because I was interested to have technical analysis as my career. All right. So so I managed to convince my dad, so he's okay with it, and he knows Mr. Fred from some column he wrote a long time ago. Then that's how I got in here, okay, with the qualifications. All right, and now we have an installment plan up to 24 months or 728 ringgit. Okay, and then just to mention, a few of our students also with this course, they got into UOB Singapore, right? And then one of our distinction students, she's from UOB as well, Sabah, right? And they come from many different backgrounds, and after that, they choose which path, which company they want to work in. All right. So this is the doorway for you, and just to show you again.
Yeah, this is the course that prepares students to take the UK diploma, and that's how we got 2 distinctions out of 3 in the world, and we got 7 distinctions out of 14 who sat the paper 1 and paper 2. We got 72% passes. That sort of stuff actually came from this 3 months course, because you attended the 3 months course, right? That we successfully prepare you to take the exams of the UK.
Yeah. So imagine, I think everyone knows what is ACCA. It's like that, gold standard, but that's for accounting. this MSTA is like that, but for technical analysis,
Right.
you would want that if you want to have a career in technical analysis.
Right.
So our next intake will be in January next year. Only 2 intakes per year. So as you learn the modules, you also at the same time we prepare you for the prestigious UK exam. And if you pass, you can get 2 qualifications, one from UK and one from US.
And all these banks that you're looking at, these big brokerage companies like Deutsche Bank, Merrill Lynch, Bloomberg, Goldman Sachs, Schroders, etc., they'll be waiting at the doorstep for you.
And then also I noticed a lot of remisers in Malaysia, they have these 2 qualifications, MSTA UK and CFD US. That's just how good and important the qualifications are. Okay, so if you are interested, you can contact our TAD hotline here and tell them you're interested to get the newsletter or the 3 days course or even the 3 months course. All right, so now we open to the floor. Let's see what questions we have. Yeah,
sure.
So going back up, let me see. Okay, SCGM and MTEL uptrend. Yeah, I guess. Okay, let's take a look. First one that Thomas mentioned, SCGM. Okay. All right, SCGM. If we apply TAD, okay, the first 3 green arrows appeared here on the 1st of August. All right, then it still went sideways a bit, but eventually, oh, there's a nice gap.
I mean, isn't that fantastic? To be able to enter a stock at what, 60 cents?
Yes.
Even lower.
And that is a nice gap right there. So this up gap is a sign of strength, and then it's been rallying ever since. So in terms of trend, it is bullish. All right. The recent movement here we see is, for now, it's a temporary weakness. All right. So today, all right, candle has not closed yet. We will see how it closes, and if the rally can sustain, then it has a chance to continue to go upward.
Can you go backwards a little bit, Afnan, to see where is the old high is, or is this a new high? You know.
Okay.
So it is not. So there is an old high. So that would be the next target or resistance.
So the all-time high currently is 98 cents.
So we are quite near to 98. So be careful about that. Yeah.
Strong resistance.
Strong resistance. Normally it'll stop there for a little while, and then even though it wants to continue to make higher highs, which is possible, which means it's a rounding bottom breakout. It may want to consolidate there for a couple of days, like our tech like that, you know. Then before it goes up. But a fantastic rallying stock in a bear market. Thank you very much for actually suggesting this.
Thomas Wong.
Thomas.
Right. And then another one he mentioned is MTEL.
Just the volume is a little bit less. However, it is a step and ladder. It is also a staircase kind of a pattern.
All right.
Okay, fantastic. You have a long green bar every time, and that is a column, you know, and every time it breaks out, you know, onto the upside. Fantastic stock. Right?
Okay.
But it could be in the middle or 3/4 into the run. Just got to be careful.
All right. Next one from Thomas Wong as well. Back to COVID 2020 low. Yeah, I guess. I think he meant.
Which stock? She's back to COVID 2020 low.
I'm not sure. Okay, if you're still there, you can comment and let us know which stock you're referring to. For now, we move on. Tan HL. Will it work under all circumstances? Okay, I think he's asking about the TAD system.
The TAD system.
Okay. First, you have to understand that what is technical analysis. Okay, so once you understand how it works, you will also understand that technical analysis works well in liquid market or liquid instrument. So meaning if you're applying it on a market that's illiquid or a stock that is illiquid, it tends to work less. Okay, or maybe gives you poor accuracy. Okay, so it's not just technical analysis itself. It's even indicators or techniques based on technical analysis, like moving average, RSI, MACD. You apply in illiquid stock, okay? It gives you poor accuracy. It gives you weak source a lot. So TAD system is like that as well. You don't apply in illiquid market like MTEL here, right? During this period when it's illiquid, you don't apply TAD. And then also
and they work better in trending markets.
Yes.
Because this is a trend following system.
Trend following system,
So
yeah.
it works better, has higher success rates in trending markets than in sideways markets. So sideways market, in short, it doesn't work well.
Okay.
Right? But in sideways market, we stay aside. And there are no 3 green arrows. There's only one red, one green, one red, one green. Then we just stay aside.
Yes.
So it helps.
And then,
right?
Yeah.
So nothing is perfect. Okay? There's no ideal system, and do not look for the holy grail. And meaning 100% sure thing. Nothing is sure, because if it is, we won't be sitting here, right?
All right. And then
so money management is very important
as well.
There are sometimes when the accuracy rate of the system drops because it is in a sideways. Let's say it's only make money 4 times or 10 times. It doesn't mean that you will lose money. You still can make money, provided your money management system. You need to have a profit loss ratio of 2 to 1 times. Every time you win twice as much as you lose. So that is important. That means you should let your profits run, cut your losses short, and do not just simply take profits. Right? So it's important. If you have that kind of ratio of 2 to 1 or more, even though you have more losing trades than winning trades, you win. That's the secret.
All right. And then just to add on to that, this is where just now I mentioned knowledge is important. Just like driving a car. If you have a car that's auto, it doesn't mean that you don't have to learn how to drive it. You still have to know when to switch to lower gear when you need to. Just like trading, whatever system you use, you have to know when to
use it,
when it's reliable, when it's not reliable. Okay. I think you can also just look at the pros and cons of moving average. It's similar. It will tell you the same thing. Works well in a trending market, works less useful in a sideways market, and also less useful in a steep trend. All right. So next from Tan Yen Kwang, can do some demo how to run the T screener. Okay, so just now already shown. Lawrence Lee, Super Max, please. Okay, Super Max. Let's take a look. All right. Okay, so Super Max. Recently, there was a TAD breakout, all right, together coinciding with a trend line breakout, right? Although overall trend is down, sometimes in this bearish trend, there can be upward swings in between. So that short period of time can be an opportunity for a swing trader. All right, so that's another way to use TAD. So I mentioned swing trading. So for now, okay, there's no upward swing yet, but still above the support. Okay, so we'll see how it goes in the next few weeks.
Yeah, so here you are already in based on TAD. So the next thing is, to put a stop. What if? So what if, of course, if it goes up, of course, we will just trail our stops and we continue to hold long. But what if it comes down? So we need to cut loss. We got to think about what to do when you're wrong, and then is to cut. Then the second question is where to cut.
Oh, sorry about that. I think I forgot to share the screen. All right.
Okay, we start all over again.
Okay, just to go through quickly. So sorry about that, guys.
Now it's okay.
Okay, all right. To go quickly just now, SCGM here from Thomas. Okay, so he says, is it trending? All right, then it is. All right. And right now there's a temporary weakness here. Okay, but then again,
we call it the flag.
So right, and then if we look further out, all right, there is
A resistance at
there is
98.
an all-time high resistance, okay, over here at 98 cents. So this is a strong resistance. So keep a lookout on that. And then the next one he mentioned is AMTEL, okay, which is okay, technically uptrending, but also be careful because it's we would say there aren't many players inside. If you look at the volume and also the candles. All right. And then just now, Ken and also Thomas, thank you for highlighting SCGM. For HL, already mentioned here just now, illiquid markets, trend following system, it doesn't work well. All right. Then Supermax, just now we were just talking about that. All right. So Supermax, in between downtrend stocks, there can be upward swings. All right. So for swing traders, what they want to do is they try to capture that upward momentum, right? The swing. So if they do that, they buy low, sell high. This is what we call sell on rebound, right? This is another shorter term technique compared to buying and holding like position trading. So Supermax right now, there was a trend line breakout, then followed by a TD breakout. So an upward swing may or may not happen. For now, there isn't any yet, but support is still intact. All right.
There's some indication of a trend change, and that's all some. So need to be monitored.
All right. So, but for those who prefer position trading kind of style, it'll be better if you look for stocks that are trending upward instead of making a rebound in a bearish trend. Okay, then Syscorp, Heng Hui, all right, requested. So high volume here indicating heavy trading activity, especially during this stretch. Okay, so and then what else we can see here? After this stretch, price taking a rest based on this consolidation.
It looks like there's a triangle breakout, Afnan. Can we draw a triangle there? And then that resistance actually tested the support there. If we can draw right across here.
Okay, let me just draw it here. Let's see
you can draw
where
kind of
that
a
is.
channel.
So somewhat around that, right?
There is some support for this stock, at 67 cents. Yeah.
Okay. So here, it's resting there still, but there's no sign of a new breakout, right? But overall trend, still bullish.
Still intact.
So now we see whether it will break support or breakout of a resistance.
I noticed there's still no turtle cells. Yeah, even the turtle, in spite of the volatility, is still a green turtle.
All right. So I expect Syscorp to continue moving sideways.
To maybe look for a breakout on the upside, which is currently doing right today. It is attempting to do that.
All right. Next one. Okay. Nur Iman, Ng Kyong Chu. Okay. Thank you for waiting and thank you for telling us that you couldn't see our screen just now. So I hope now it's all okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. From Nur Iman as well. Can comment on SFP Tech and Synergen. Thank you, Sifu and Afnan. Okay, SFP Tech first. I think so far this is the most outstanding IPO stocks among the 12.
It climbed a lot, 150%.
All right, let me clear the drawing. All right. In terms of time, this has been a stretch of over 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 months plus. Okay, that is already a good rally
a
to
good
me.
run.
Yes. So if anyone that
probably tired already.
If anyone has already entered earlier and took profit, then maybe time for you to rest as well.
Okay, where would the person have entered? Okay, based on the TAD. Okay, although there is no D, you can put a 4 hours and you will have the D. It is still, the D is still up. It's still above the
closing price
D.
here at that time is Okay,
So
67.
about 67 cents is the first trigger,
Yeah,
first buy
that's the
signal.
closing price.
All the way up, only until recently. Even until now, there's still no total 3 sell signals.
Yes, but given the long good stretch previously and how price taking rest now, to be safe, I won't expect price if it rallies upward. I won't expect that to happen so soon. So I'll let it take a rest and see where it decides to go. Right. So for now, if it's going to go sideways, I'll just look at it. Okay, but in terms of support, in terms of support, all right, it's testing. I like this. You know, when you see small body candle or spinning top, dodgies. Okay, those levels it can be a good reference for a support. And moreover, this is the 50 EMA. Okay, the candle is somewhat near the 50 EMA, right? So it may find a support there. If I were to go further advanced.
But the last defense would be the 50 EMA.
If I were to add this Fibonacci, okay, it's also stating there's a support somewhat there, coinciding in this area. Maybe I can add a stochastic, because when you see this kind of pullback, all right, it's nice to add stochastic. Preferably, I like the 1433 parameter. Okay, so even stochastic is nicely, all right,
oversold,
reaching oversold, all right. So
a good area to be buying the dips, you know.
All right, so still there, but there's still no bullish crossover. But all right, I think SFP type overall, we can really keep a close eye on it. It's a very interesting one.
But the thing is, one thing we I think we must take note, that I do take note, is that, you know, stocks, they move in hertz, and the thing is, the IPO issues right now, most of them are under pressure, and that's the thing. So we are worried that they might pull, the herd instinct might pull this, the people who are trading the stock down. That's only fear, that, you know, they move together. That's the thing.
Okay, so SFP tech, I think we commented a lot already. You can see how there are other techniques showing similar support area over here. Okay, so from Nur Iman as well. Next one is Synergen. Okay, so let's see. Synergen is also similar to SFP tech in terms of approaching the 50 EMA. All right, so I wonder if Fibonacci is also showing the same thing. Let's take a look. Wow.
Wow, yeah.
It's at the 38.2%. All right. So
they have the same character.
Same character. Even the stochastics reaching oversold. Okay, so Synergen to me, in terms of overall trend, is bullish, but right now in this period, it's moving sideways. So this is why we have to see whether price will continue to move sideways, or will it unfold a new breakout above the resistance. Okay, so we monitor and see which one happens. When it happens, we react. Okay, that's what traders do. So at the moment, yes, just testing there. There's no sign of a rebound yet. It has just found a support. Okay, next one. Okay, Ho Hin Choi. Wait, hold on. And see your screen. All right, sorry about that just now. So I hope now everyone can see. Yes.
Yeah, if there's, maybe what if just, you know, what if one of them asking out? So when is there a bullish buy signal right now? What indicator do you look for to help you to time your entry?
All right.
Japanese candlestick.
I was about to say that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Turtle, the fast version.
Okay, so Japanese candlestick pattern is one way if you want to buy on dip. Okay, sell on rally. So look for patterns like bullish engulfing, bullish harami with confirmation, and so on. right? But for buy and breakout, you can use turtle indicator. Okay, currently the turtle resistance is at 1.15, or the traditional method, buy on the breakout of a resistance, which is currently at the same level.
Okay, good.
Right. So next from one Rushdie, how about Coraza and GHL-CIS? Let's take a look at Coraza first. All right, so Coraza here. We saw this just now, right? We opened this chart. So so there was a wedge breakout here, then followed by a TD breakout on the 29th of July. That's when a nice stretch was there. So if you have gotten out using Fibonacci projection, okay, then you have taken nice profit from this swing trade. But what about now? Now there are three red arrows.
Yeah.
So we just follow the system.
The system says so, but it's hitting double bottom. Stochastic is oversold. This counter also acting like the other two counters.
All right. So also
double bottom. So if it doesn't go down lower, so you have a support there.
Right. But technically now, based on the arrows, yes, it's bearish.
More.
But just because
weaker than the
just
other
because it's bearish now doesn't mean before that you couldn't make money. Okay, you could have made money if you use swing trade technique. So yes, again, in short, it's bearish, but monitor and see if it can rebound or not from the latest support. Next one. All right, two stocks he requested. GHL-CIS. All right. At one glance, with TAD, I can just say, look at all the
it's still the waterfall. Yeah.
So nothing.
You won't want to touch
nothing much
stocks that are like that,
Yeah.
all the way down.
To look at.
Wow.
Although it is testing old low supports there, but if it cannot rebound, expect it to go lower.
No more.
Plus, there are many other stocks to look at. Anyway.
And this is look at the arrows. They actually got you out of trouble. They didn't ask you to go in at all. Only once that it has got an up arrow, and then it went back down. It's
but
turn sell.
The loss amount is just a small number.
Yeah, just a small amount.
Okay.
And you're out of that.
Right.
From 160 all the way down.
Yep. And next one, Nur Iman, SFP Tech at Fibo 38.2%. Yes, just now we saw. SFP Tech was at Fibonacci support there. Okay, Heng and Hui, thanks for enough. You're welcome. Last one from Ho Hin Choi. What is support for Maybank? All right, let's see. Maybank. All right, so Maybank, let me zoom out first and see. Okay, now I'll go through the smaller picture.
Still holding. Just a fake breakthrough, and now they pierce back in. Yesterday was a breakthrough.
Okay, so yesterday was a breakdown, right? But he or she is asking for support. All right, let's take a look.
Yeah.
If you're based on old low, right? The next old low is here. This is at 88 ringgit and 17 cents. All right. But if it's based on, let's say, Fibonacci, let's see. Okay, for Fibonacci, the last golden ratio
50%.
At 8 ringgit and 37 cents, around that level. Okay, so Maybank also is currently weak based on TAD. In fact, there was a gap down here. All right. Oh, and a few days ago also, yesterday, there was another gap down.
Yeah, but you connect from the low to the left side. and connect that low to that higher low. You actually tested this low.
Okay, which one?
Yeah, a bit lower.
Okay, hold on,
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
That one. That one.
Okay.
You draw a line across there. Ngam hit the support. It cannot go any lower. Yesterday, in fact, it penetrated, and then you turn back up again. So this stock is an institutional. There's a demand for it, and yeah, they have very high dividend, and so that's why there is still some this buying interest. Actually, already broke through the support
Yes.
by 1 day, and it's now trying its best to climb back up, piercing.
Yes, but if I'm following trend, then I'll just follow the bigger picture movement, right? So based on TAD and the trend line breakout, it's bearish. Okay, but those who are interested for whatever reason to look at the rebound, currently there is a chance for it to close with a bullish harami. All right. So if it closes inside the body of the previous day, there's a bullish harami. You can monitor that. Otherwise, trend followers expect trend to continue downward until there is a turning point. Okay. That's the last question. Okay, so that's the end.
Okay, yeah, I think the afternoon session is just starting.
Yes. So,
and we'd like to.
Right. So we'd
like to
thank you all for joining us. And yes, the long weekend has got some interesting things happening. You know, in the politics and all, which affected the market. But then again, whatever happens as chartists, we just follow the charts because we believe all factors, okay, they are already discounted in the price chart.
And right now is the low tide, so just stay home lah, and take it easy. Don't try to take revenge trading. And we know 2 weeks. Just a reminder: 2 weeks from now, we will have a short course, a 3 days course. We look forward to see you guys attending that course. And if you want to build a career in technical analysis, remember, we are the top school in technical analysis education in Malaysia. Okay, guys?
All right. So I'm Afnan.
And I'm Fred.
So see you in our
next class.
And let's make money together. Bye-bye.